Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Miss Glen and Friends Read On. I'm so glad that you decided to join us, that you were able to join us. Those who are here for the live show. Hey, Samira, you say you're super early. You are right on time. Thank you for being here. And to those who may be back for the replay, thank you for taking the time to come back and watch today's reading. We have a repeat reader today. I'm excited about having her back. She enjoyed her first round. I enjoyed having her first round of reading, so we invited her back for another episode. And I'm going to turn this over to Miss Pelzer so that she can do a little introduction for those who may not know her. You may not have caught her first video. And then she'll go right into her book.
Thank you, Miss Glenn. Thank you for having me on this week, especially for Teachers Appreciation Week. I want to say happy Teacher Appreciation to all the wonderful educators out there. My name is Miss Pelzer. I was a third grade, well, I taught K through third, well, pre-K through third, but third grade has my heart. And I taught math. I love math. So I like to trick Miss Glenn every now and again that I was going to do a math story, but I did not find a math story for you all this time. But maybe over the summer or later on, if she does it again, I will have a math story for you next time. So today's story is called Icky Little Duckling. And it's by the author is Steve Smallman, an illustration by Tim Warnes. Okay, let's get started. Icky Little Duckling. Sorry for the pause. Mr. Rabbit, Casey. Mr. Rabbit liked everything to be just so. Every flower, just so. Every pebble, just so. Every leaf in the forest, perfectly neat and just so. One day, he was busy tidying when he found something smooth and speckly and perfect. Oh, my whiskers, he gasped. You're just the thing from my collection. So I want you to look, see if you can see it. What do you think that is? What do you think Mr. Rabbit found? Mr. Rabbit hurried home. He carefully washed the perfect speckly thing and placed it just so in the middle of his collection. He loved it. He often sat polishing it and humming a happy little tune. But then, one evening, crack! A jagged line appeared down the side of Mr. Rabbit's perfect speckly thing. Oh, my whiskers! He gasped in horror. Don't worry. We'll soon have you on the mend. But it was too late. Crack! What do you think happened? What happened to the egg? What happened to the speckly thing? Out came something icky, sticky, and strange. Not just so at all. It looked up at Mr. Rabbit and said, Mama. Oh, what? Said Mr. Rabbit. No. I'm not your mama. It said it again. Mama, even louder. Then it hopped on to Mr. Rabbit. It hopped onto the floor and grabbed hold of Mr. Rabbit's leg and wouldn't let go. Yuck! Groaned Mr. Rabbit. He popped the icky, sticky thing into a bubble bath. First, you must get clean. And we'll find your mama in the morning. Quack, quack. See the little ducky. So it was a ducky in the egg. In a little speckly thing. Soon there were bubbles on the floor, bubbles on Mr. Rabbit, and bubbles all over the burrow. Goodness me, gasped Mr. Rabbit. You are a duckling. Gurgle, 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 went the duckling's stomach. Oh, brother, grumbled Mr. Rabbit. Now you're hungry. Do you like oatmeal? What do you like to eat when you're hungry? Let me know. So we found out that the little duckling did like oatmeal. She liked to sit in it. She liked to splash in it. And she liked to share it with Mr. Rabbit. Yuck! Shouted Mr. Rabbit. And he filled the tub up again. And the duckling going, Mama. And I want to ask you a question. Why is Mr. Duckling so out of sort? Why do you think it's driving him crazy to have everything with the duckling just being all over the place? Yawn went the little duckling. Bedtime. Thank goodness, cried Mr. Rabbit. It will soon be morning. He popped the duckling into a box and tucked her in just so. Mama! But the duckling didn't stay just so for long. Mr. Rabbit flopped into his chair. What a mess, he groaned. I'll tidy it up in the Mama, whispered the little duckling. She scrambled onto Mr. Rabbit's lap and snuggled up and fell fast asleep too. Oh. What would you like to snuggle up with to go to sleep at night? Next morning, they set off to find the duckling's mama. So they have a little, show you a little posted, lost and found post. Duckling missing. Duckling found a scratchy thing and he spotted some bugs. Then he found a grumpy old pickly monster and had to have a hug from Mr. Rabbit. But they did not find her mama. See the little prickly old thing? Do you know what that prickly thing is? Right there. What is that? He said, this little prickly thing, he said, shh. Back at the house, Mr. Rabbit made some more oatmeal. The duckling found lots of lovely things to play with. Put that down, shouted Mr. Rabbit. Carefully. Oh, I hope we find your mama soon, he sighed. Then one morning, down beside the stream, the duckling shouted, Mama! And this time, she was right. There was Miss Duckling down at the stream with her family. Then, as Mr. Rabbit turned to leave, the little duckling jumped into his arms and gave him a great big fairy hug. Thank you so much, Mr. Rabbit, said Miss Duck. Back in the burrow, Mr. Rabbit scrubbed and polished until everything was as neat as before. His books were just so. His boxes were just so. His collection was tip top, totally just so. But he didn't feel right. Everything was just so. But he was just so what? What do you think he was? Hmm. He was lonely. Even his special things didn't seem as special anymore. Then Mr. Rabbit started to smile. Oh, my whiskers, he cried. I'll need lots of oatmeal. What do you think he's about to do? If you Mr. Rabbit invited the duck family for breakfast. So if you thought that, you were correct. His burrow didn't stay neat for long, but it was filled with giggles and quacks and fun and friends. And Mr. Rabbit thought it was just perfect. The end. So, my question to you, boys and girls, is what other name have you ever thought of another? What have you ever wondered how many ways can you say mom? If so, tell me some other names for mother or a mother figure. If you have a mother figure in your life, what are some names for mother figures? Every second Sunday in the month of May here in the United States, we celebrate Mother's Day. So we want to say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers and mother figures out there. And my last challenge to you before we close, well, I want to ask you one more thing, but a challenge for you is to find other names for mother in a different foreign language. I know one, and it's Spanish. I think it's madre. I think that's how you pronounce mother in Spanish, madre. If I'm correct, give me a thumbs up. If I'm not, give me a thumbs down. But see, I saw several different ways to say mother in different languages. I will not do them justice, so I didn't try to pronounce them, but the Spanish one. And my last question, that is a fun question, is as it is Teachers Appreciation Week, I remember one thing as a teacher, sometimes the students, in not thinking just in a quick haste, used to call me mother or call me mom. Have you ever done that to Miss Glen or any of your former teachers by accident? When you want to get their attention, you yell out mom or mother? So if so, let us know. But thank you, Miss Glen, in class, for having me. And I want to say again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers and mothers figures out there. Enjoy your weekend. And teachers and staff, everybody, enjoy your appreciation week. Thank you, Miss Glen, and thank you, class.
Thank you so much for sharing that book and giving those challenges. I posted the challenges here. So to the students and all of the families who may be watching the live or catching the replay, that'd be an interesting project for you all to do. Try to find out how to say mother in some different languages. And you are right about Madre being a
Yay!
mother in Spanish. So yeah, fun project, fun weekend project for all the families who are viewing. See how many different languages, and with the advancement of technology with YouTube, I'm sure you can go there, look it up, and you can also look up the pronunciation. So that
Yeah,
would be, well, I
yeah,
think, a fun project to do. So thank you so much, Ms. Pelzer, for again sharing that book with us, and then also giving us that challenge.
my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. All right, guys. Enjoy the rest
Adios.
of your day.
Thank you. Enjoy your day.